My car is bro. Somebody rear-ended me, crashed into the back of the whip, and that's why right now I'm at Audi. I gotta get it fixed. And right now, if your life is feeling kind of like my Audi, kind of messed up, like you're going down the wrong path, you need to fix it immediately, or you're gonna be First thing every morning, cold shower or a cold plunge. By the way, the car did not get fixed today. They actually set me an appointment for May in 2 months. This is gonna take 3 weeks to fix the bumper. Like, come on, bro. All right, so maybe you feel like you have no direction in life. You have no greater purpose that you're working towards. Maybe you feel like you're just in a slump, in a bad routine. Maybe something bad just happened to you. You know, a death in the family, a breakup, a loss of a job. There's a lot of shit in life, right? There's ups and there's downs, and sometimes the downs can feel like they're gonna last forever. Now, for starters, there is one thing that you must commit to doing above anything else. And this is something that you've definitely already heard of, but it is the only thing that's kind of like a hack that if you do this, it immediately starts to improve every single area of your life. And this is proven in studies. Ready? A recent meta-analysis of a bunch of different clinical studies showed that this thing is 1.5 times more effective than medicine or therapy at reducing symptoms of depression, anxiety, and stress. This shit is literally more powerful than pharmaceutical drugs at improving your mindset and your mental health. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess, bro? Ready? All it is physical activity, more specifically intense physical activity. And I know you already know that you should be doing it, but the question is, are you consistently sticking to it? Because all too often, we prioritize other things because it's not fun or it's hard or because, you know, we don't see great results in the mirror after a few weeks, and then what's even the fucking point? The point is, now you are aware that it's not only your body that it's helping, it's also going to literally fucking reprogram your mind to be more positive. So if you have this knowledge and you still do not prioritize it, then you're literally choosing to play the victim. You're choosing to live a worse life. That's not you. And just to be clear, shorter duration, higher intensity exercise was shown to be the best for this purpose. And I'd recommend, for example, like the 8-week shred program inside the Beastly app, because this utilizes a lot of supersets. It's gonna be shorter time in the gym. And personally, I would also add cold showers to the top priority list because we know that that also has antidepressive benefits. It releases endorphins, it raises your dopamine level. So every single morning, take a cold shower or hop in the cold water if you have that option. Some mornings, bro, I will sit there, look at the cold water for 5 minutes and be like, nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. And then I'll literally have to go walk, look at myself in the mirror. A lot of y'all ask, what's the trick to getting in the cold shower? This is what my trick is. I will look in the mirror and ask myself, are you really gonna be this big of a pussy today? Then I'll hop in. And just like that, my bro got me looking fresh. Gracias, bro. Fresh fade going on.
Wait. I need to put this in the skin.
Bro, you use T. Hanley too?
Yeah, after shaving.
Man, every man needs T. Hanley. Luckily, today's video was sponsored by T. Hanley. So here's the thing about your skin. If it's oily or red or wrinkly or you got acne on there, that is gonna kill your confidence because you're not gonna look good. And that is why it's crucial for men to have a quality skincare routine. And that's why I'm always telling y'all about Tiege Hanley, because I know the positive impact these products can have on a man's life. Tiege Hanley makes taking care of your skin uncomplicated. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing you don't. I'd recommend getting started with their level 1 system, which has you covered with all the basics. Daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer for nighttime before bed. And something that's super helpful is every box comes with an instruction card like this that tells you exactly when and how much of each product to use. It makes it dead easy. Look, skincare is not something that I always took seriously, and honestly, looking back, I wish I started sooner. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they are hooking my followers up with an insane deal. If you click that first link in description, you're gonna get 30% off your first box of Tiege Hanley, and they're throwing in a free gift. Do not delay. Click that link. Get started today. So if I think back to the lowest points of my life, during college, for example, especially the first few years, low confidence, low happiness, or after I graduated college, I kind of went through a really rough patch again. I think the common factor was that my life felt very monotonous and boring, and I didn't have anything to look forward to later in the day or tomorrow. Every day was like the same shit. Wake up, go to class or go to work, play some video games after that I kind of mildly enjoyed, but also just did it to kill time, and then just like rinse and repeat. And when we don't have anything to look forward to, we don't have some deeper mission that we're working towards, I feel like, especially as men, that's when life starts to seem pointless and not even worth it. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, I want you to think of a goal that you can realistically accomplish in the next 3 months. Because all too often, when we're setting goals, we think, I want to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I want a beautiful girlfriend to share my life with. I want 100K in the bank. And some of these things may take 6, 12, 18, 24 months to get to. And even if you feel, all juiced up when you think of them and write them down, tomorrow you wake up and it's the same monotonous drag because it's just so far away. So for example, right now, we're working to level up our paddle game, me and Julia. In the next 3 months, I want to be able to competitively play against the coach that is coaching us now. He's really good, but he's not professional. That potentially could happen. And then once you have your goal, I want you to think, what are the KPIs, the key performance indicators that I can measure each week to make sure that I'm actively actually making progress? So for me, if I'm thinking about it, it's gonna be 3 things. First of all, every week I need to do a lesson with the coach to make sure that I'm actually leveling up my game and not just, learning bad habits. 2, I'm gonna play mix-ins every week with Julia. That's like organized pickup games at the paddle club. And 3, we're also going to organize like a private game with a group of friends to play each week, because that means I'm gonna be getting minimum 4 hours of play, 1 hour of practice every week. Maybe for you, you wanna work towards getting a job promotion and a raise in the next 3 months. I think that would be a good one. So what are the KPIs gonna be? Well, first you gotta be honest with yourself, because if you haven't been like grinding and showing your boss that you're trying to go above and beyond, and you walk into his office asking for a raise, you're gonna look like a fucking idiot. So if that's you, your first KPI should probably be every day for the next month when you're in work, try and go above and beyond. Ask your boss, hey, I finished up my work for the day. What else can I do today to help you out? Just so you start to get on his radar. Now, if you're already working hard, here's what you can do. You can go into your boss's office and say, hey, look, I enjoy working here. I want to contribute more. I want to make your life easier. I want to help the business grow. What steps can I take? What additional responsibilities can I take on to get there? And obviously, once I prove to you that I'm able to do that, I would like also a pay increase to be associated with that. And if you're afraid of doing this, I promise you, as someone who is a boss now and who's been running my businesses the last few years, it would be my dream. Whenever an employee comes and offers to do more, that is a beautiful moment. Or maybe it's just saving up enough money to go on a dope vacation in 3 months. The point is, you need to give yourself a purpose that you can wake up and work towards, or else your life is always going to feel empty.
Keep celebrating me.
Gains, bro. Workouts complete. Now, real quick, I want to give a big shout out to Cole Hastings. Y'all might have noticed that I actually copied this video title, this video concept from him. I will say I didn't even watch his video because I didn't want it to cloud my judgment when I was giving y'all my prescription for how to unfuck your life versus whatever his prescription was. But right now, if you're working to level up your life and become the strongest version of yourself possible, I would highly recommend you check out his channel. Definitely one of the top channels out there in self-improvement for men. So y'all have heard of the Achilles heel, right? It is literally this tendon on the back of your foot, but in Greek mythology, Achilles was a young man who was prophesied that he was going to die at a young age. So his mother took him to the river Styx, and she dipped his body in the water, and that was gonna make him invulnerable to any attack, but she held him by his heel, so the water didn't touch his heel, and then years later in battle, he got shot by an arrow from an enemy archer, hit him in the heel, and he died. That was his weak spot. That being said, I want you to identify your Achilles heel, and you do this by asking yourself, what is the biggest waste in my life that if it was removed, it would have the biggest positive impact on my life? So I was doing this last week for myself, and I realized I like to eat sweets at night. For example, some nights, I'll eat a pack of Oreos, then maybe I'll have my favorite ice cream, the Maxi Bond, and then maybe I'm still a little hungry, so I have some cookies and milk, and then maybe I even have some other cookies and milk, the ones that Julia likes. I just don't eat much during the day because I'm trying to stay focused on the grind, and then at night I'm so hungry, and I don't really care about the calories, but I've been having really high sugar intake, and everybody can agree that really high sugar intake, especially right before bed, is not going to be optimal, right? And I've also been struggling to sleep well at night and identified my late night sugar intake. That's probably my Achilles heel. So what I did is I went to the grocery store and I got some different alternatives that were lower sugar. These digestive cookies that are like, wheat-based with fiber, for example. Popcorn, this bag's just about gone. Some of this protein yogurt right here, and then also some of these like rice cakes with a yogurt covering. All of these things are lower sugar. Again, I'm not trying to avoid calories at night, but I am trying to avoid high sugar. And guess what? The last 3 nights since I've done that, I literally just did that, I've slept significantly better each night. Maybe for you it's video games. Don't get me wrong, I love playing some Call of Duty, some Warzone, But if every night you're playing 2 hours, that is 2 hours that could have been put towards your mission in life. So maybe you say, you know what, I'm just gonna play every other night for an hour and a half. Maybe it's porn. You know, you just, every day you can't help yourself. You have this urge, you see a hot girl on Instagram, you go to your laptop, you rub one out. It kills your energy, it makes you feel ashamed, you have less motivation to go after real women in life, and it wastes time. Or maybe it's just spending time with really shitty friends that when you hang out with them, it doesn't fill you with energy and motivation, and you guys don't go out and try different things and do cool things together. You just like sit around, do the same shit, and it just passes time by. But here's the harsh truth. It is very difficult to remove these wastes, these bad habits from our life, because all of these things, there's some sense of satisfaction when we do them, right? There's something fucked up that we enjoy about eating a bunch of shitty food or wanking one off or playing 3 hours of video games. Even if we know it's fucked up and we shouldn't do it, some part of us is just drawn to doing it. But now that you've consciously identified this thing and you know that it's a choice, whether you continue doing it or stopping, if you choose to continue doing it, you're choosing to continue being the victim in your life. You're choosing to be powerless. So speaking of improving our paddle game, right now we're actually about to play some mix-ins, and I'm gonna try and film one game because we were working with our coach on what they call the bandeja. So a lot of times when the ball comes overhead, I've just been like freaking out and just trying to hit it back over. But y'all are gonna see a different David today, where I'm gonna go here, step, 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 step back, boom, all of my weight into that W.
I love how he's doing this with the bag still on the racket.
You gotta use protection.
All right, I'm gonna show y'all some of the best highlights from the night, starting with myself serving. Julie, a great save down the side, a little volley back and forth. She tried to lob, but Julie did a great job maintaining position at the front. That's where you win most of the points. Great bandeja by me there, textbook, and then I fuck it up, lose us the point off the back. All right, next point, starting with a little volley here, trying to maintain position. You're always trying to get to the front of the net. That's where you win most of the points. Try to smash there, and she could not handle it. Julia with the serve. Paul trying to lob her. Julie does a great job again helping us maintain that front court position. He tries to lob me. I do the same. You're staying up front. Boom. Tried to smash him. I was a little far back, but it worked. He didn't get to it. All right. Hit him with the lob. She did a great job returning that one. Boom. Boom. Paul off of the cage. Sometimes those are hard to return, but I lobbed him back. He gave us a big lob here. And boom, I nailed him down the middle. Great shot by me, but she saved great as well there. Then I lobbed him again. Paul coming right at us. Little volley back and forth. Julia again, nice smash in the corner, setting me up for the finishing move. Wait, Paul saves it. But wait, Julia saves it again. It is an insane point. Right here I had a chance to finish it, and I kind of gave a bitch shot, but I got lucky, and I think Paul, he hit this one off the back glass. We won the point. Here we are, the start of another volley. Again, I'm trying to smash these harder off the glass each time. Not great on that one. Julia, nice shot down the middle. Little volley back and forth here. He sets me up. I try to smash him. Doesn't work. He sets me up again. Try to kind of smash him. But then I finally finish him with the big smash.
So we won every game but that last one we filmed. And the funny thing is, y'all saw we were playing against Paul, our friend. And then there was this lady who was a bit older, bit heavy set.
Let's just call it Karen. Let's name her Karen.
Earlier in the day, she was playing with her daughter. And we like just destroyed them for like half a game. And she's like, oh, we don't want to play with them anymore because they're not playing, taking it easy on my daughter. So she had it out for us. And they were up 5-1. We made it 5-4. They beat us 6-4. She had the last word of the argument today. As a competitive person, I'm giving it to Heavyset Karen. She crushed us. All right, every video Julie's in, she's got to try one Spanish sentence for us.
A mí me gusta vino tinto.
That's a safe one. That's a basic one.
It's Spanish, though. Am I right?
So normally Indian, I get the chicken vindaloo. This time I had him get a different flavored one, but I was like, make it vindaloo spicy. They don't like doing vindaloo spicy for the white people, but this spot is fire. If you made it to the end of this video, I recommend you check out this one next. It's about 7 things that make a man look low status. And if you're new to the channel, click right there to subscribe, as I drop 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next one. Stay beastly.